day traders, welcome back to Fides trading channel, and we are back again with another weekly flows video. Today is Monday the 8th of September 2025, and we'll be looking ahead at the week until 12th of September 2025. If you are new to the Fides trading channel, in these particular videos each week I do a breakdown of the markets using a top-down approach, starting with the high time frames to map out the bigger picture. By analyzing key zones, trend structures, and institutional behavior on the weekly and daily charts, I uncover the dominant bias and potential market flows for the days ahead. This helps me filter out the noise, anticipate major moves, and stay aligned with where smart money may be positioned. Tune in as I decode the charts and lay the groundwork for the trading week ahead with clarity and precision. Taking a look at the gold markets, we can currently see gold is trading at 3621. Nice bullish move at the close of last week. Actually pushed the markets above the pivotal level at 3600. So the market's continuing to run bullish for gold. Just dropping into the monthly time frame, we can see that the monthly time frame is very bullish. We're trading well beyond the aggregate parameters of the indicators, trading well beyond the 21 moving average, and in the overextended levels of the RSI, continuing to make highs here, currently at about 89. Taking a look at the candlestick structures, we can see that consolidation zone that we were observing since April 2025 has now been broken, and the bulls have taken control of this market after about 3 months of indecision. So the bulls firmly stepping in. We can see that August closed out with a nice bullish engulfing candle, and that was towards the latter part of the month that the market started pushing bullish. And we can see that September, despite being in the early parts of September, the market has created a very strong bullish candle, which we can observe here. On the weekly time frame, pretty much seeing the same thing play out, that the weekly was in a strong consolidation, and we have now broken to the upside with the bullish momentum resuming. Also taking a look at the indicators, we can see we are well above the aggregate parameters, and we are trading well above 2150 moving average, and currently tapping into the overextended levels of the RSI here, just above 70. So not as aggressive as the monthly time frame, but nonetheless the weekly still indicating we are on this impulse bullish run with gold at the moment, as we've been observing. On the daily time frame, we can see the daily time frame shows the strength of the bullish move which we've been observing for the past couple of weeks. Price was just chilling in that 2150 SMA region. We can see it was just hanging out in that area, not really breaking the 50 moving average, but trading upon the 21-day moving average. Very much just chilling in the sweet spot region of the RSI as well, between 45 and 55. But yeah, since the last couple of weeks in August, we can see that the bullish run has really kicked off from this level, and we've pushed well above our pivot points, breaking the 3,500 level, breaking the 3,550, and now, of course, we're above 3,600. So waiting to see if price price currently testing that level, but waiting to see if price can actually hold above that 3,600 level, or if we're going to see some sort of retracement from the psychological pivot level. On the daily time frame, we are now trading above the 21 and 50-day moving average, and in the overextended bullish region of the RSI above 70. So it is clear that even from a daily time frame, this impulse move has been massive, and we are awaiting some sort of retracement, potentially towards the lower levels per the daily time frame, potentially towards 3,440, which was a significant level of resistance in the past. Markets coming down, testing that level before pushing higher. We know that there is institutional investors at this level based on the resistance that we did see in the past, and it would make a nice little break and retest level for a strong push to the upside, potentially towards 4,000. But again, liquidity needs to be collected first. So that's the daily time frame. Dropping to the 4 hour. 4 hour, we are observing the massive bullish run that we're currently seeing. Clearly, the 4 hour time frame is very bullish and is leaning on that bullish bias. We have a bullish support trend line here that the markets have pushed far beyond, but nonetheless is still valid with 3 touches here. 1, 2, 3. Take a look at the indicators. We're trading well above the 21 and 50-day moving average and in the bullish region of the RSI, currently just testing those overextended levels. I am observing some RSI divergence here, so we can see that momentum is waning a bit, and we could be seeing a retracement some point soon. Taking a look at the current candle formations, we can see we have strong bullish candles here around the New York sessions, so definitely something to observe. Yeah, that 3 p.m. 4-hour candle is an absolute monster. Did see some moves during the Asian session last week on Monday and Tuesday. Think there was just more manipulation for the Asian markets to actually, get some price points on gold due to the uncertainty that's coming out of the indices at the moment. Just taking a look at some of the levels I will be observing for the week. Like I mentioned, price trading at 3617 currently, and I am observing potentially the 3,500 level, 3,550 level as well. Waiting for price to make some sort of retracement towards these points. We have the supports of the 21 and 50-day moving average range in that level, and we have the strength of the support and resistance levels here at major pivot zones that I'll be looking to see how price reacts once it gets back to these points. Right now we are on an impulse move. It would be too risky for me to step in front of a moving train. So yeah, I'm gonna wait for this train for its momentum to die down a bit, make some sort of retracement, collect some liquidity, and then hop on at the right point, the right entry point, and ride that train to the upside, potentially towards 3,700 or 3,650, depending on if gold can maintain the bullish momentum, which we are seeing. So yeah, right now, intraday and scalping trade would be long opportunities, but from a swing trading perspective, I would say you need to sit this one out because we've missed that major move to the upside. So we need to see some sort of deep retracement before we hop back in from a swing trade perspective. Moving on to Nas100, taking a look at the US tech charts, we can see that it is currently trading at 23748. Yeah, pretty much showing a lot of consolidation over the last week. But dropping to the monthly time frame, you can see the monthly time frame is still very bullish. We're trading well above the 21 and 50-day moving average, and we are in the overextended levels of the RSI. So I'm expecting some sort of retracement there soon. Weekly time frame, pretty much seeing the same thing. Price trading above 21 and 50-day moving average, and in the bullish region of the RSI. Daily time frame, we're seeing a little bit more consolidation taking place here. Consolidation for pretty much most of August, actually, consolidating between the main pivot levels of 23,000 and 23,680. Price is currently above that level after a strong bullish push last week. Taking a look at the indicators, we can see that price is tapping into that 21 and 50-day SMA zone before making moves to the upside, which is nice to see that those levels are being respected. In terms of the RSI, we are trading the bullish region of the RSI above 55, but we were pretty much settling in these sweet spot zones before making a push to the upside. On the 4-hour time frame, we can actually observe last week markets were a bit choppy. We had downside movements Monday and Tuesday, and then on Tuesday around the latter part of the New York session, markets made a strong move to the upside, and the momentum continued for the most part up until Friday. Despite the break above the 23,680 price could maintain and actually drop back below that level, and now we are back here with moderate momentum above 23,680. Still seeing if price is testing this zone and whether it can maintain above that zone. Otherwise, we are going to see a drop back down to 23,000. In terms of the indicators, price we can see is flat with the 21 and 50-day moving average, very much showing strong signs of consolidation throughout August. In terms of the RSI, it's very choppy at the moment, not much credence given to either side, but what we can see currently is it's trading in the bullish region of the RSI above 55, tapped to that sweet spot region and continued to push higher. In terms of US tech, I'm a bit hesitant to trade this market because it's in a consolidation, but it is a broad range consolidation. So if you're intraday trading, I am looking for downside potential from 23,680 because this level has been tested multiple times in the past and has held strong as a resistance. So I expect the same thing to happen here, and I am looking for short positions currently with US tech and writing that down to 23,000. Of course, this is a bit of a risk because this market is very bullish at the moment and we should be trading from 23,000 to the upside. But again, if you're scalping and you're on the right side of momentum per the 1 hour time frame, then by all means take those short positions, ride the wave, but make sure you get out before you hit 23,000 because that has been a strong bullish confluence level tested multiple times. So yeah, just waiting to see how price reacts to 23,600 level, 23,680 level before I place any trades. Moving on to US30. US30 currently trading at 45,480 and is stuck in a bit of a consolidation there for the most part between the 45,000 level and the resistance at 45,700. Drop into the monthly time frame. We can see that price is trading bullish, well above the 21 moving average and the bullish region of the RSI. Weekly perspective, also bullish above the 21-day moving average and in the bullish region of the RSI. Daily time frame, also bullish above the 21-day moving average and the bullish region of the RSI. So it is clear that there hasn't been any strong retracements in this market in a while. So yeah, I'm expecting something that will bring us back within that 2150 SMA zone and in the sweet spot region of the RSI, structurally sitting potentially at the pivot level at 45,000 and then taking a long position and riding that wave to the upside. I'm also observing 44,700 as a potential support zone, as well as 43,480. But of course, this is well below the 50 moving average, so this is not the strongest level I would be looking to take a trade from. In terms of the 4 hour time frame, you can see price consolidating between the two zones, which I mentioned. Price is trading above the 21-day and the 50-day moving average here, but at very low levels of momentum. We are trading in the sweet spot region of the RSI at the moment, with credence given to the bullish side. It is clear that this market is trending higher. It is bullish for the most part. We see strong confluences for bullish price action structure in terms of higher lows and higher highs. So yeah, I am looking to ride this wave to the upside and we'll be taking a trade at 45,000 if price gets back to that level. That is pretty much US30. Moving on to the VIX, we can see the VIX is currently trading at 15.48 from the previous week's close at 15.22. It is showing a risk on sentiment, so indicators are comfortable investing in indices, but we do need to observe the massive volatility from last week where this index peaked at 19.3 before pushing to the downside. So there is strong volatility, but this does support the massive gold bullish run we have been observing and the weakness in the indices due to weak fundamentals coming out of USD. So that is pretty much the analysis for today. Let's take a quick look at fundamentals. So fundamental analysis for the week ahead. We can see that Monday, Tuesday, no fundamentals, so it's technical trading days. Wednesday, We have core PPI for USD. Thursday, we have Euro news as well as core CPI for USD, unemployment claims and press conference. And then Friday, we have GDP and then consumer sentiment and inflation expectations. So strong fundamental week ahead for the markets towards the latter part of the week. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So definitely keep your eyes open on that. In terms of headlines, let's go back to charts. Gold headlines are very, very bullish at the moment. Just certainly marking out this massive bullish run that we have been seeing. Gold keeps gaining after massive job fuel upswing, takes record 3,600. Yeah, I mean, making new highs. Billionaires and mass gold fortune to buy face slowdowns. Yeah, gold hovers near record highs. Yeah, so just highlighting the massive bullish run. So headlines definitely bullish for gold. In terms of indices, there's some pessimism rising. We can see pessimism rising. Wall Street turns red, reconsiders initial welcome for weak jobs data. Yeah, so weak USD news definitely fueling the consolidation that we are seeing in indices. But for the most part, from a structural perspective, indices are still very bullish and still continuing to look for long positions, especially from intraday and scalping opportunities. So that is the fundamental and technical analysis for the day. I hope you enjoyed that, subscribers. And yeah, I'm going to catch you in the next video. As always, this is not financial advice, but my personal opinion on the current state of the markets. Before taking any positions in markets, make sure to do your own research first. In terms of me and my journey, well, this week I think I'm going to be focusing more on psychology, just building up some structure within my mental space. Been a bit erratic in my trading as of recently. I think it's due to some buildup of brain fog. So yeah, just going to be clearing the cobwebs and then coming back to the market stronger. Wishing you all a very successful trading week. Happy hunting, traders. Catch you in the next one. Cheers.